Okay.
Oh, these are wet.
They're very wet.
Okay, wait. So oh my God, how does this work? Are there several in here?
I don't know. I asked myself the same thing, but I just put it on my
We
face.
don't have time to read the instructions.
No, we really
Go with
don't.
your gut.
Okay.
This is my self-care for the month.
Absolutely, for the year.
But it's self-care. Hey.
I feel so good about this. I mean, this is nice.
I'm having inappropriate thoughts about this.
We're so...
I'm thinking this would be great for a hand job.
I was very slippery.
I don't know if anyone else is still giving hand jobs.
Congratulations.
Maybe some of you
are.
stopped in the 90s. But multi-purpose. Lots of package lotion.
So today we are talking about self-care. Or lack thereof. When
Or
you're
what a
sandwiched
scam it is.
like us.
Yeah. Like, what is it? And who really has time for it?
Yeah. I mean, is your algorithm feeding you like all these hot tips on
Yeah.
self-care, slowing down?
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck off.
Fuck off.
I don't
Like-
even know what's for dinner.
Yes. Exactly. I have enough time to watch the ad, but I don't have enough time to do self-care.
To do this. Yeah.
Isn't that
Mine are
interesting?
slipping.
Yeah,
A lot of
mine are too.
slippage.
It's wet. It's wet and slimy. Need I remind you? So that's exactly what we're trying to say. Sandwich generation, we're caring for all the people. And we've heard all the tips, but it's like, for real though, I'm talking we have minutes, not hours. We have minutes to like do stuff for ourselves. We're here to talk about how we struggle for the self-care. So we thought we would talk a little bit about like, okay, what realistically are we doing with our crazy busy lives? We obviously have enough time to do a podcast.
Somehow.
So we should have enough time to do some squats, right? So maybe it's just excuses that we have for ourselves, but we just thought we would talk about how it's going for us. And what does it even mean to do self-care for ourselves and everyone else when everyone else needs something from us? So do you want to talk about the list right now, your realistic list of what you do for self-care? We see here.
Yes, this
What you
is
got?
my
Your
visual
tower.
of the things that I am actually doing. So I have my breast pump because I am breastfeeding and pumping still. So I've got that.
Amazing. Yep.
Is that considered self-care?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's something I have to do
Doesn't
every day. Here's my postpartum hair supplement because I'm trying not to have all my hair thin out and fall out. Here is something new I'm trying because the algorithm got to me, and
I've been wanting to try that shit.
it says that it helps support gut health, so we'll see.
I want to know
Jerry's
your
still
thoughts.
out.
But it's colostrum, which she just made some of her own.
correct.
And I was saying, how much is your colostrum?
I know. I mean, I don't know that you continue to produce colostrum though, right? Just
Oh,
the early days?
Maybe just a little bit.
I guess
yeah.
I don't know.
And
I
that's
don't
a
know the answer.
powder. I don't think you're...
No, this is from cows, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
Okay. No competition there then.
But it kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Like colostrum is so rich in everything that you need when you're first born that helps support you. And in theory, I like that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
Then my magnesium, my calm drink. Have you ever had this?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Do you feel
It's great.
calmer?
It really does help bring things down a notch.
Right.
I think. I mean, it's
Like if you're talking about that versus tequila.
not the same. No, there's not. It's not the same at all. It's not the same.
Like if I take a shot of that,
No.
is
it's
it
not.
like the same
You
feeling?
have to drink like a whole big glass of this, but you are getting your water intake too then, which I like to double
Self-care
up on.
is a shot of tequila. I
Yeah.
should have said that in the beginning. All right. I like that.
That's just my supplement list.
I
though.
take vitamins too. I take them at night, by the way, because I can't take them in the morning because it's too chaotic. So I don't know if that's a hack or if that's not right,
Yeah.
but I do it and it really helps because after the kids go to bed, I take my blueberry pills. Yep, you heard it here. I take blueberry pills because my mother has dementia and I've heard blueberries are amazing for you. And so this is blueberry extract in a pill and I take 2 of them.
Great.
And I feel like I can remember a little bit more.
Great.
I feel a little sharper. Who knows? I also take fish oil and I take vitamin D and I take like a gummy It's a prebiotic probiotic.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Nice.
actually part of the Lemmy, which is a Kardashian product.
Algorithm got
Heard
you.
it on a podcast. Yeah. So that's what I take. I've narrowed it down to that because we could all be taking so many things, right?
So many things. Getting vitamins in your body, if that is all you do for self-care, amazing. Congratulations.
Good job.
Because taking vitamins every day is, I forget half the time, you know?
Yeah, that's
I've really tried to be quite thorough about it this postpartum period, though, because I just want to heal well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I can take my vitamins regularly this time, that'll be...
You look very healthy.
Thank you. I feel good. I feel good. Yeah.
You look great.
So next on my list is, I'm going to hit
I
on
didn't
this.
know this about you.
I know. Well, it's something that came with pregnancy. Okay, I'll get into it.
Yeah, please.
So during this pregnancy, I developed pregnancy sleep apnea.
Okay.
And it was, I don't know how many months I was along, but one night Nick was like, something has changed.
Her husband.
Your breathing has changed. You sound like you're dying in your sleep. Like, this is not okay. And like I can see your ribs, like your body is just like really struggling to like breathe. You're gasping, like all this stuff.
That's scary.
And so we mentioned it to our doctors and they fast tracked a sleep study, and they consider apnea if you have 5 throat closure events in 1 hour. And I had 89, and my oxygen was like way in the 80s. So I wasn't basically breathing. Yeah.
Wow.
And it was because my body was producing extra relaxin. So a lot of my throat muscles and stuff were kind of loosey-goosey, I guess. So I got fitted with a CPAP machine. And let me tell you, no one wants a CPAP machine, right? Like, it is the least sexy thing you can possibly have. But it is life-changing.
Really?
It is life-changing. And I had the best respiratory therapist that fitted me for this machine. And she's young and she was great. And she was like, I'm here to tell you, this is going to be the greatest thing ever. And she just made me feel so good about needing this machine.
This is not at all what I thought we'd be talking about today.
I know. But it is, when we talk about self-care and sleep, I mean, I was so sick during that pregnancy. I basically overproduced a lot of hormones. And so I was very nauseous. I obviously wasn't breathing half of the, like at all during the night. And the CPAP experience has turned around. It's a complete 180 in the rest that I feel when I wake up in the morning.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
Can I borrow it?
It is awesome.
Unless we don't borrow people's CPAPs.
So one of my first photo shoots back from maternity leave was in Breckenridge.
She's a photographer. Eliesa is a photographer.
I was in Breckenridge, Colorado, and there's very high altitude in Breckenridge, right?
Yeah.
And so oxygen is like, it's helpful. And so everyone's taking hits of oxygen. Like some people are getting like IV treatment because a lot of people are dealing with the altitude sickness. I felt great because I had this
your secret CPAP.
Yeah, I had the steady stream of oxygen for like a whole night.
That is incredible.
It was awesome. So
CPAP sexy again.
I know.
Okay.
And actually before this episode, I was going to look up a list of celebrities who use a CPAP machine. I do know that Amy Poehler.
We could guess. Amy Poehler.
She has come out saying that she
looks very rested.
Is using a CPAP machine. And she was basically like, yeah, I'm trying never to get laid again in life. So that's what I'm doing. But no, for real, in terms of my self-care, I think that has been one of the things that's been most transformative for me. And yes, this apnea came along during pregnancy. I don't know how long it's going to stick around my body, if it will ever go away. That's just something I kind of have to ride out because it is hormonal. But for now, I am sticking with it, and it is awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is awesome.
That's a really good hot tip.
Yeah, I mean, it's also very good for your heart health.
Right. Mm-hmm. No, it's like sleep is just, it's the thing that we all need. Yeah. But if you know you're going to get busy with Nick, you probably take it off.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Like you kind of know tonight is not a CPAP night.
There is a time to put on the mask and there is a time to take it off. Like, it is not something you wear. They're also like less Darth Vader-y than you think. Right? You know, like they make them a little better these days.
Okay,
so
we've had a long CPAP smear conversation. Yeah, that is fantastic though. I love that. Okay.
It's good. If you're ever thinking about it, if you're like, I don't want this, I'm here to tell you that CPAPs are helpful. you're going to feel 1,000 times better.
Okay. And so what are some other things that you do? You have some other, so you take your vitamins, the CPAP.
I go to sleep dreaming about my coffee in the morning. I love coffee in the morning.
Me too. First couple of sips.
Oh my God. And I wake up early just to like try to get coffee made before anyone else in my house wakes up.
Oh, I like that.
Yep.
So take some time for your coffee. You also have on here journaling.
Yes. My journals are some of my most prized possessions, I think. I don't journal every day.
When do you take the time to do it, you think, between all the crazy?
I actually, when I start feeling a little bit anxious, that's when I journal.
Okay.
Other day, I was also away for a job at work, and for the shoot, I just forced myself to like write for 15 minutes, and I felt so much better.
That's good.
That's
You can take a
something I've
journal
done
with
for
you
years.
anywhere. You can take it in between, like dropping kids off. You can have it in your car.
Yeah. It's
And-
also like there's a word for this, and I don't know it, but it's the act of like your eyes moving left to right. When you journal, you're doing that.
Oh, so this is relaxing.
Yeah, it's very relaxing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and it's
strike
they
that.
kind of use that same pattern in like, is it HDMR therapy? But I've journaled for years, and I hope that someday our daughters take these journals and read them. And because it's just every day, but I think it'd be really fascinating.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not out to like write a book, but I would like them to have my journals and read and understand maybe my perspective of things that they're going through. And we also keep 2 journals for each daughter, and we write letters to them.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. And I just do that kind of like whenever I feel like it. Sometimes it's a milestone. Sometimes it's just like, oh my, you did
Such a
this
good
today,
idea.
and that's so great.
Yeah.
But those journals are very important to me.
Because we're kind of talking about like some self-care on the go too.
Yeah.
Because we're always on the go. And that's a self-care on the go.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. It also helps like brain dump, you know?
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah. You got to get all the thoughts out.
Yeah.
Or you can write a to-do list, but that's not as relaxing.
I go to therapy.
Oh, yeah. Therapy.
I love my therapist.
I just started therapy too.
Oh my God, I love them so much. She's amazing. I've done therapy for a long time, had different therapists over the years. Really love the woman I'm with right now. She also practices mindfulness. So in our sessions, there's always a little like, I'm reminded that I need to just stay present.
Yeah.
Very present in all of the chaos.
And therapy, I will say, it's like dating, finding the right therapist.
Absolutely.
So it took me, I've been through a couple of them. I finally did just find someone that I could take seriously. And it does help a lot. And I do look forward to it. It's hard to carve out the time, but it's like once you put it on the calendar, it's yours. It's your time. So yeah, therapy. It's
My therapist
sacred.
is also really good with if I have to cancel and reschedule.
Oh,
You know, if it's better for my mental health to cancel the session and get some shit done or whatever, that's also okay. I think that's something that I've learned. Therapy is for me, and sometimes I need other things when I have that time blocked. I try to keep it, of course, but it's okay to reschedule when you need.
yeah,
So,
that's great. Okay, bedtime you have on here. You
I
used to
love
dread it, but
bedtime.
now you love it.
I do. And I mean, part of that is because of the sexy CPAP machine, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm getting such good rest that I like love to go to bed now. But I also really love bedtime with my children. And I think different ages, it can be kind of a stressful thing, bedtime, but now I love it because it's very quiet time with each girl. And with Alma, she's 6 months and I get to just like rock her, and it's just very sweet. And then with Florence, do you remember when you're a kid and you went to a sleepover and that like moment before you go to bed, everyone's in their sleeping bags and they're just like talking and chatting? And that's kind of what we do right now. Like
That's what
we read
we
a
do too,
book and
actually.
we snuggle and we chat, and it's so great.
Yeah.
Like I love it.
So it's funny you should bring this up because I used to dread bedtime too. I have a 3 and a 4-year-old, Doll and Oz. Doll is 3 and Oz is 4. And Dolly started saying, "Mom, will you lay with me after I do stories?"
Yeah.
And I sort of, to be honest, was like, "Ugh, okay, I did the stories. Like now I want to go be with my husband and hang out." And then I started laying with her. Now they're in the same room, Doll and Oz, because they want to be in the same room, which is cute because they're kind of scared to sleep alone. So same thing. We started kind of like talking, like that sleepover talk. And I've started being like, okay, what was the best part of your day?
Yeah.
And it is crazy the things that they'll say to you
Yeah.
during that time,
I
because it
love it.
feels like the safest time.
Yeah.
And they'll share things with you that they don't usually share. Sometimes I fall asleep because I'm laying there.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with you. It's like sort of a really good way to unwind. And now it's like one of my favorite things.
I just love that part of the day.
Yeah.
I really do.
Because it's
Yeah.
like an unwind for you too. And sometimes
Yeah.
they ask me, Mom, what about your day? Which is amazing. So yeah, bedtime can be relaxing.
Yep.
It can also be horrendous. But
Correct.
It can be, let's be real. Let's be real.
And now it's time for our segment that we like to call To Laugh or Cry. I have a story from a recent coffee date with my mom.
Okay.
And I kind of left this conversation and I was like, I'm not sure if I should laugh and cry, but it was definitely more towards laugh.
For all of our listeners, we want to pause for a moment and give you a trigger warning. The following laugh or cry moment involves conversation about suicide. Skip ahead to avoid this portion of the show.
So it was her birthday recently, and I took her out for coffee, which was actually really lovely because I didn't have the kids. It wasn't like a full day endeavor. It was just nice to sit with her and have coffee. It was nice outside. We sat outside on a patio. It was just nice. I was like, okay, take note. Like, don't overdo it or overcomplicate things sometimes. Just take these little moments.
Don't take the simple things for granted. Too.
Yeah, exactly. I just kind of let her lead with the conversation. Like whatever was on her mind, whatever she needed to get off her chest, whatever she wanted to talk about, because it's her birthday, right? And little did I know that she was going to talk about sex and suicide. That is where the conversation went. So first she just...
What?
I know. First I was like, Mom, it's your birthday. How you feeling? And she was like, well, as you age, things start happening with your body. Things start changing. And, between arthritis and a bad back and, you just really got to get creative. I was like,
did you know where she was going with that?
No. And she went on, which I will not divulge those details, but I was like,
divulge.
I was like, okay, I'm going to stop you there. And, but also congratulations.
Sex? Did she say sex?
I believe she did. One can only hope that you are aging and married for over 40 years and still keeping it fresh,
Holy shit. Yeah.
Can't we all? And then the suicide part. See, I already blacked out of my mind. Sometimes, I think I've mentioned this in other episodes, but when I'm with my parents, I just let them talk and vent. And when they're in assisted living, it's like everyone's in that space together, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
there's flirting.
There's also, they're saying a lot of friends that they've just made also pass away pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And
that's terrible.
A lot of people are living with different pains, different health ailments. And so it's only natural for them to also talk about death quite a bit.
Sure.
But my mom asked me, she said, some of the girls and I have been talking about, what if you ended your own life? Like, what do you think about that? And what she was really kind of asking is, what do you think about the difference between suicide and assisted suicide when you're aging? Mm-hmm. And so we had a conversation about that, which was good. And it's not like she was suicidal. She wasn't having any suicidal ideations or anything like that. But she was kind of bringing up the fact that this is a real conversation that the girls and I casually have around lunch is contemplating, how would we die? What if we wanted to be in control of that decision? So we were, we started talking about it. We started talking about the states in which it is legal and why people make that decision. And, that was kind of it. But I left that conversation and I was like, wow, the lighthearted birthday coffee date ended up being a whole conversation about sex and suicide. So that was my to laugh or cry moment. I wasn't quite sure how to feel about that one,
So you gave it a laugh.
I gave it a laugh, yes.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes.
Oh, man. You just never know what's going to come of a coffee date with your parents.
Sure.
And now back to the show.
What do I do for self-care? Oof. Yeah. The most important one is, I'm surviving.
Surviving is a big deal.
Let's see. Well, I do carry around giant containers of pistachios and chocolate covered almonds from Costco.
It's amazing.
In my bag. And they're huge. But if you mix them together, it feels really healthy. I don't know. I carry those around for snacks. Is that self-care? I don't know. I have a nighttime routine. So I do I put some lotions on and I have some lotion in my car and I I don't know. I'm just not good at it. I'm not good at it. I have a lot more to say on this. So, since everything happened with my parents, I kind of went down this whole like rabbit hole of what happened to my parents. Because as I'd mentioned before, my dad had a massive stroke. My mom started showing signs of dementia when she was 65. So I realized like, whoa, do I have bad genetics? What were my parents doing for their health? So a lot of what happened with my parents in this phase of life really lit a fire under me in terms of my personal health journey, because I didn't really have one before, to be honest. My mom, God bless her, she was like real thin. She ate chocolate and she never exercised and she never ate vegetables and she didn't sleep very much. So she's an incredible person. So I've always followed in her footsteps, always wanted to be like her. But I think I had a real awakening once she started to get sick that she had not been doing things to serve her, and she didn't have a health journey. Same with my dad. Way worse, actually. My dad sabotaged his health every day. He like had Chinese buffet every day and like refused to move. So, you know, they never appeared to be super unhealthy. And I think that was what was really strange about it all. And that's the trickery of it, is like they didn't look unhealthy, but they were unhealthy. And they were both taking pills, I believe, into their late 40s and early 50s.
Like pharmaceutical pills?
Yes. Yeah. They both, I think, had high blood pressure and had cholesterol issues. And so since everything happened with my parents, these big health events, I sort of have backed into, okay, how did this happen to them? And what do I need to do to change my life? Because I had my kids later in life, right? Like I had my kids in my 40s. So if you do the math, I've got to be in good health in my 70s because my kids will only be in their 30s. And I think about this all the time.
I think about this too.
This is what lights a fire under me to go to the gym and to lift some weights, because I'm like, okay, they're 30s, I'm 70s, let's go. I gotta move. And so it really has changed my life. Like all of this stuff has actually put me on a health journey. So that's my spiel.
I love that you brought this up because I was going to too. I think that seeing my parents age, seeing how their bodies have broken down earlier than they were expecting, has made me look at my own body and what I need to focus on too. And also how I doctor, to be honest.
Oh.
I love Western medicine. I love doctors. I'm just going to say that. I think that there is a time and a place for medicine in the United States as we know it. I also love my acupuncturist and sort of going a more natural route before I go a pharmaceutical route. And I chose that for myself because this is just my personal opinion, and I am no doctor.
We are not doctors.
We are not doctors. We are not lawyers on this podcast. We'll say it all the time. I think that I've witnessed their bodies breaking down so fast and in kind of like brittle ways. And I think part of that is nutrition based. Part of that is absolutely strength based. But part of that is also because they were of a generation where they went to a doctor. The doctor gave you a pill for something, and that pill had side effects. So then you got a different pill for those side effects, and the snowball just kept rolling. It's not their fault. They trusted the doctor, right?
100% they trusted.
Yes.
They trusted it was God's word.
Yes, exactly. So I don't blame them at all, but I think that that's a major reason as why their bodies have aged how they have, and I don't want that for myself. So I love my acupuncturist. That is another self-care thing that I used to go to every month. I was really good through the pregnancy. Now I'm still adjusting to life with 2 kids, so it's like once every few months. But acupuncture is amazing. The herbs that they prescribe, tinctures, are amazing. I've had really good success with those. So that's just my own personal health journey. Watching my parents age has absolutely made me look at my own health and health decisions.
Yes,
too.
And I wonder if this hadn't happened to my parents, I don't know if I would have started on the journey that I'm on.
Right.
So it's a silver lining. It's
starting with the blueberry pills.
Starting with the blueberry pills. There you go. I wouldn't have done those blueberry pills. I'm going to be snorting them by the end.
Yes.
But yes, it is a silver lining. It's so hard and very difficult emotionally to experience what's happened with my parents. But there are silver linings, and it does make you look at life in a very different lens. It makes you think about what you want for your children,
yes,
and who you want to be in your 70s and 80s for your children, yes, and your maybe grandchildren, who knows. And so I'm grateful, yep, for what has happened. So I started to learn a lot about moving your body. I started to learn about strength training. So I know it's kind of hot right now. If you're listening to podcasts, you're probably like, oh yeah, everyone's talking about strength training. But I signed myself up. I go to the gym. It's 30 minutes. That's all I can do. I'm aiming for 3 times a week. I'm maybe doing 2 times a week. I've even gone to the gym and I've left the parking lot because I realized that I do not have the time to go in. Sometimes I've gone in for literally, it seems like 17 minutes. And the guy at the front is like, weren't you just here for 17 minutes? And I'm just like, who cares? I got here and I did a lift and now I'm leaving. And that's all I can do. Yeah. So I use an app. It's called Evlo, and I'm lifting 20 pounds sometimes, which is amazing. Yeah. I also put my exercise clothes on every day in hopes that I might exercise. I don't always, but putting them on makes me feel healthier.
That does help.
And then another thing I do a lot is squats. I'm going to do some right now. Okay. Stand up.
You go first. I'm going to have to take my headphones on off to squat.
And it's just like,
oh yeah, you have good form all the way down. Nice.
All the way down, all the way up. See, this, I'm doing my squats for a day.
Clench at the top.
And you do 30.
It's great.
30.
Yeah.
And by the time you've done 30, your ass feels higher and tighter and you sweat just like a little bit and you're like, damn, I'm good. And like the other day I did it in the closet while my kids were running around. I was trying to get dressed and I just all of a sudden started doing squats and I was just like, yeah, I'm doing this because this is the only time I have to work out. I also got a hot tip from another mom. She does playground workouts.
Oh yeah.
So she takes like, the bands that people use for working out. She takes them to the playground and she starts working out at the playground. And sometimes she brings enough bands for other moms and gives them to moms so that they work out too. Cool. Isn't that amazing?
Cool.
So there's a hack for you.
Do you think if someone handed you a workout band at a park, would you be like, what are you saying?
I think it depends on who's giving me the band. But like, I love that idea. It's one mom being like, hey girl, I see you. And when the hell are you working out? Because how can we find the time? Mm-hmm. And here you go. You're standing here at the playground. Like, let's go.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
I think it's
we just have to fit it in wherever we can. And when we're in really full stages of life like this, with young kids, with aging parents, we have to show up every day and do our best. Some days that will mean getting some exercise in. Some days it means it won't. And that's okay. Like, that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, exercise is, I admit, low on my priority list right now. And I came out of this maternity leave wanting it to be really high. So some days I feel like, oh shit, you're not doing the thing you really wanted to do, because it is very important for me to heal well after this pregnancy for all the reasons that we're talking about. Because when I am 70, I want a good pelvic floor. I want a good core. And also I am transitioning into life with 2 children now and back to work and all the things, doing this podcast. So I should also say, when I was pregnant, I signed up for pelvic floor PT because I had such a big waiting list. And I'm so happy I did that because I got so many sessions in with them before returning to work. That was really helpful for me to now know and have those skills at home to know how to heal my core really well.
Yes.
So I'm sometimes, and really pelvic floor repair starts with deep breathing. I know like a lot of influencers are on Instagram now talking about that. But it was good to hear from a professional, like, yes, that is actually what you do. So sometimes I just lay on my floor and I deep breathe.
That's
That's it.
Yeah.
10 deep breaths. That's all I got for the day. And that's enough,
Self-care on the go, baby.
That's all right.
Self-care. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. So there are some other hacks. On my calendar right now, I have 9:30 to 10 blocked off for the exercising.
Nice.
So I'm trying, and I'm trying to like tell my family this is when I'm doing it. So it's kind of working.
Yeah, great.
Saturdays are a big thing for me right now. So I love spending time with my littles in the mornings. So it's hard for me to like snap out of bed because that cuddle time, similar to at night, is like very special right now.
Yep.
They just want to lay with me in bed, and like that's not going to last forever. Yep. So I'm just not about to run out of bed and go exercise.
Good for you. Good for you.
I mean, I can't exercise. I'm spending time with my little people. But I find that like Saturday around, 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock or something, that's like a good window when maybe they're napping or they're doing something else. I try to take a section of time on Saturdays. That's for me. So I went to the farmer's market last weekend. I got some flowers. But I feel like just carving out, even on a weekend day, for me, that's been working really well. I'm just like, I need that time.
Yeah.
Yep. I need that time.
Yep. Good for you. Boundaries are self-care. One thing when it comes to my parents is that they know that I'm not available like 24 hours a day. Of course, I'm always available for them in general. But if I am working, if I'm parenting and they're calling, I will call them back when I can. Because I also want to give them time and energy and not in the in-between, right? I don't do well with that. So I do create that framework around caring for them. When I am at home, I am at home. Like, I rarely work at home. I'm just full-time parent. I love being with my family. I love hanging out with them. I love doing things with them. And if I am working from home, I will do that after they go to bed or early in the morning. But I really try not to work in front of them. I know a lot of people do, and I think that that's great. I think everyone does what they need to do and what's best. For me, when I'm editing, I'm like so in it. I have to just focus so much that I don't want my kids to ever think that that's more important than them. And I just do better. Again, if I'm working, I am all in at work here. If I am at home, I am all in at home. So that boundary I really protect. And I also don't work Fridays. I have Fridays with my kids, and that is amazing. I've done that ever since Florence was young, and I absolutely love that.
I love that you do that. I've watched you do that.
Yeah, I put an auto reply every Friday, and my clients know. They know that
smart.
I'm just not available, and that Monday I'll get back to them.
I take half days on Fridays, but I don't do the auto reply, and I should start doing that.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. That's really
You know
good.
how you feel when you go out of office? When you go on vacation? Feels good, right? It feels good to set that auto reply. Imagine doing that
I might
every
need
week.
to ask you how you set that. No, I'm just kidding. Also, with my parents, I did try. My sister mentioned this in another episode. I did try to tell my parents, like, I'm not available Mondays and Tuesdays because those are the days that are the most intense for me at work. It's kind of worked, kind of hasn't. But, you know, at least if I'm not answering on Mondays and Tuesdays, they know, like, oh, yeah, she told us this. And they call my sister. But that gives me a little bit of protection around my just trying to, like, get shit done at work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Because you have to do that too.
Yeah. And then every Sunday we go to visit my parents. So we have a day carved out where I can always say to my parents, you know, we're going to be there on Sunday. And that helps them a lot because they really thrive off of us coming to visit them.
Yeah.
And even if there's like issues that are happening week to week, it's kind of worked into that Sunday meeting where it's like, okay, let's wait until Sunday. Let's put that piece of mail aside. I'll conquer it when I get there. So that's worked out really great in terms of like carving out time or boundaries is like, I'll get to it on Sunday.
I found that I need to separate when I am taking care of business for my parents and when I'm like their daughter.
Yeah.
Because that's why the coffee date that I mentioned earlier with my mom was so nice. We didn't take care of any business. I wasn't writing a bill. I wasn't looking in or making calls or fixing their iPad or whatever, you know? I left that coffee date being like, oh, I just felt like I got to hang out with you, and that was nice.
That's such a good point. I love that you mentioned that. I've been trying to take my mom out.
Yeah.
And I feel like what's really nice about that, like we go out for ice cream or we go to get our nails done. One, that's great because I feel a lot of guilt. I feel like I can never spend enough time with my mom. So having a date like that really helps because especially if we're getting our nails done, that's kind of self-care together with my mom.
Yeah.
Also, it prevents us from like talking the business. It's
Yeah.
just like we're spending time together and that's it. So I love that you brought that up.
The business end of things can get really consuming, and you can kind of always do that. We've had to just create boundaries of like, this is just family time.
Yes.
And we're just hanging out right now. I mean, it does kind of make it so you have to have a different day or time to take care of business. But it, I don't know, it feels better for everyone too.
I love that.
Yeah. For all of us who are here at this podcast today and our listeners, we came up with some hacks that we could use ourselves. We could take our own advice because let's not sit here and pretend like we're doing all these things. We're not. This is just ideas for the collective group right now.
Okay, I like this one. At red lights or before going into the house or in the bathroom, which I know the bathrooms and showers are a big time for alone time. Stop and breathe deeply 5 times. I love this. This is like very doable.
Yeah.
That's totally something we could do and feel your body.
Going on walks with
Yep.
your kids, with your parents if they're able. Even if they're not able, you know, get them on the scooter.
Yes,
That's
get
what
on
we do
the
with my
scooter.
parents, yeah.
Oh, I like that. While brushing your teeth, stretch your calves, or that's a time when I also do the squats, brushing
yeah.
my teeth. Or even when the shower's warming up, sometimes I do them.
Yep.
So kind of like
30.
Yep, 30.
30 squats. Yeah. I do love this. Say, I don't have capacity instead of I can't.
Yeah.
That does sound intentional and helps others respect your boundaries or your bandwidth.
Yeah.
I think that is a great hack.
Here are some tech hacks. Use your Google Calendars and Alexa for medication reminders, school care appointments, grocery lists. You probably do that already. And I like this. Use your voice notes as therapy. So just like it kind of like journaling, but like talking to your phone, just like
to get it out of your brain.
Just be like,
get it out
oh,
of your mind.
I'm really struggling right now, and you just talking to your phone.
Yeah,
and then it's like out
chest.
there, get it off your chest, and then you can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah,
that's an interesting idea.
I am also an analog person, so making lists, while some people that stresses them out, that feels really good to me. If you're an analog person and you need to put that pen to paper, you do that. Can I also say grocery delivery?
Oh yeah,
hell yes!
Get it all delivered.
Go. It is a modern convenience that is amazing. It is more expensive.
It is.
We don't do it all the time.
No,
but when we're in a pickle, I mean, this just happened to us last week, and we're like, we have
no groceries.
We have nothing. We need to figure this out, and we got them delivered, and it was just magic.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I love this 5-minute check-in with friends. I oftentimes, when I'm driving, this is something that I kind of automate, is I ask Siri to text a friend.
I've been doing this too lately.
Yeah.
When I realized I could do it.
Yeah. And then I send a text while I'm driving. It's just like a, hey, thinking of you. How are you?
You've sent those to me, and I love them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's been nice because I feel like I'm not neglecting my friends all the time then.
Yes. And then you set the rhythm and people do it back.
Yeah.
I feel like as a woman checking in, it's its own love language, isn't it?
Yes. And guys like to be checked in with too.
They do.
All genders like to be checked in. I love this tip though, that connection does not need to be long. It needs to be real.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes when I'm sending those texts, I just think in the car, like, who's coming to mind?
Yeah.
I should send them a text.
Yeah. Okay. Here's one for resting and hacking: sleep anchoring. So you just wake up at the same time every day and your body will get used to it.
I do that.
Yeah.
Mostly.
And then the same for like powering down. No screams. A warm washcloth on your face. Stretch.
Turning on that CPAP machine.
I love that. And then adding a small joy to your week.
I don't know what that means.
You know, like something that you like to do for fun.
Like going and getting yourself a coffee versus making it yourself. Would that be a small joy?
Don't you just love the phrase, I'm going to get a coffee? Doesn't it just sound like self-care?
I very much love getting a coffee.
I'm going to get a coffee. Do you want a coffee? Doesn't that just sound so comforting, even if you never get the coffee? I'm going to get a coffee. Do you want to get a coffee? There's something about that. You're just like, that is the life of luxury.
It is. It truly is. That and like eating salads for lunch every day or something.
Should we get salads for lunch? Which we don't.
We don't.
Okay. We don't.
No.
Just sounds great. Okay.
So radical acceptance, I think, is actually, if we boil it all down to what my self-care is these days, it is radical acceptance that whatever I am doing is enough, period. I can't go down the rabbit hole of what ifs or I wish I could or things like that. It's just every day I am showing up. I am trying my best with everyone and all the things. And I'm not hitting the mark all the days, right? But that's where the radical acceptance has needed to come in not even questioning. That is just like, I am here. We're all doing okay. That is enough.
I do feel like you practice that too. When I'm in your presence, like I've been late and I've always felt like, oh my gosh, like, oh, I don't want to make her upset, or I'm not showing up in the way that I want to. And then when I arrive, you always have this look of ease on your face, like, it's okay. We're all fine. Everyone's fine. Yeah. You're doing a great job. And you say that so often. And I love that.
It's true.
And I feel like it's really nice to hear. And it's a nice thing to say to people too, that are in this crazy phase of life. Like, you're doing a great job. Yeah. I also wanted to say, you know how we all have shitty days and we talk about our shitty days, but I actually had this amazing day the other day where I was killing it. I was like, I hit all the green lights. Everything was going my way. And I was like, I killed today.
You're on fire.
Killed it. And I love it. And I was like, I'm going to talk about it because I feel like we don't talk about days like that enough. When I nail it, I'm like, I fucking nailed it today. I was a great mom. I was a great wife. I was a great friend. I was a great business owner. I fucking nailed it. My skin looks good. It's not often.
Our skin, our under eyes, I forgot to check. Ooh, they're
Yeah.
sticky now. These are gonna.
I look younger. You look younger.
Young? Do we look fresh?
Yeah, you look probably like 28, like a good 28 right now.
I'll take it. Nice.
Whereas before we started, you were like a 29.
I love it.
Okay.
So whether your self-care looks like journaling or crying in the grocery store, we see you.
Yeah, we see you and you're not alone. And maybe one of the things we said today will help you through it. But self-care is not a total scam.
It's important.
It's
But
a work
also,
in
if you're not
progress.
doing all the things, that is so okay.
That is so okay.
If you feel like you're just surviving, that's okay.
Yeah. We love you. We see
love you.
You're doing a great job if nobody told you today. You're doing an amazing job.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode, and hopefully you can take away some helpful info and tips. All links and resources can be found in our show notes.
Please share this episode with anyone you think this might help. And if you have a topic that you'd like to talk more with us about in the sandwich generation world, please slide into our DMs on Instagram. Our handle is @thesandwichgenerationpod. We hope you'll be back for more combos with us soon. And remember, no matter whose diaper you're changing, you're never alone.
That was great.
That was great. That was really good. All right.